Hi everyone, I'd like to take a few minutes to go over the proper care of the powder coat and polished aluminum on the Janus bikes. I'd like to first focus on the polished aluminum part of the tank. Now at Janus we don't use any clear coats over the aluminum, so what you see is actually raw aluminum that's been polished. And so it does take some extra care because just the elements salt water and normal use can oxidize the aluminum. And so to get it looking brand new again, we'll use the Moss metal polish that you can get from many retailers online. And we start with that. And we also start with a brand new microfiber. And before we use any microfiber, we remove the tag just by simply pulling it off and discarding it. And that just removes any chance of that tag scratching the powder coat or aluminum. And we start with a folded towel, and I find the folded corner, and we'll apply just a small amount of the Moss metal polish. And from here we'll work it in a circular motion using medium to light pressure. And using our fingers as the backer for the towel. You want to avoid getting any of the polish onto the powder coat. It's okay if you do. We'll clean that up in the next step, or a step after this, when we wax the tank. If you find that there is a blemish in particular that you want to try and get out, feel free to focus on it, but make sure you don't focus just on that one area. You want to kind of feather out as you polish, otherwise you can possibly get a different finish in that one area. So if you're trying to get out one spot, just go and then kind of feather it out into areas around it, and you can always go back to that spot and kind of continue that process until you remove the blemish you're trying to remove. Make sure as you are polishing the tank that you're putting even pressure all around and you're getting all the surface of the polished aluminum. And what you'll start to get is a dirty rag here, and that's actually just cleaning the aluminum, and a little bit of the aluminum itself is coming off. Once you've achieved a satisfactory finish on the polished aluminum, you can fold your towel over to a clean side, and you can start to remove the polish with, once again, small, light pressure to medium pressure circles. The second step of cleaning the polished aluminum on your Janus bike is to use the Moss metal protector. This adds another layer of protection from the elements onto your tank and keeps your aluminum polished and shiny for about 4 times longer than just the metal polish itself. So we'll go ahead and use the same towel that we used for the metal polish, but since it's folded, we're actually going to fold it open and then back on itself, exposing clean sides here. And once again, you only need a small amount of the metal protector. And just like you did with the metal polish, you want to just rub it in small, lightweight to medium pressure circles until it's evenly distributed across the tank here. And take your time with this as well. You want to make sure that you get it evenly across the aluminum and leave no bare spots. And once you're done with that, you can flip your towel over to another clean side and repeat the small circles to remove the metal protector. And you can also do these same applications to your gas cap as well. And the next step of the surface care of your tank is polishing and protecting the powder coat. This is a single stage powder coat, being that there is no clear coat layer over it, but the clear coat's actually in the powder coat itself, into the first stage of the powder coat. We'll start with a brand new microfiber. And as always, we remove the tag so there's not a chance of us scratching our surface with that. And we'll fold the towel twice to make a nice square like that. Now when it comes to the wax, there's really no wrong choice. I do prefer full synthetic, but the standard carnauba or semi-synthetic wax works very well. So just like the metal polish, we're going to apply a small amount to a corner of our towel. And you want to use light to medium pressure and use your fingers as the backer. Make sure you're doing small circles in an even motion across the surface. And if you find a blemish, like there's a small blemish here, it looks like a small bit of gasoline got onto the powder coat and left a small mark, you can focus your circles and your attention towards that blemish until that blemish is removed. You want to make sure that you are covering all the surface evenly. And also, if you did get some of the black polish as you were doing the aluminum, if that got onto your powder coat and kind of left like a black smear, sometimes that's hard to get off, but wax will take that off immediately. So you just want to kind of go around the edges there. Get as much of that surface as you can. Make sure you take your time to ensure that you get all the surface. After the wax is applied, you can leave it on there for up to 5 minutes. And when you come back to the wax, you can go ahead and use the back side of your towel to do the same thing. Use circular motions to take the wax off. Using your fingertips as the backing pressure. Make sure that when you're removing the wax that you are covering the full surface and removing all the wax that was applied. And the waxing process will work on any powder coated surface on your Janus motorcycle. It's as simple as that. And now your Janus motorcycle is looking brand new, ready for its next ride.